Good morning again, church. It's good to see everybody with us again in our study of Proverbs. I hope that it's going well for all of you, and I have enjoyed taking care of that with you. And we are on the 10th day of the month, so we are in Proverbs chapter 10. Last night, yesterday I guess, we saw the difference between wisdom and folly, and that if you follow the way of wisdom, you will be doing good. But if you follow the way of folly, it leads to death. And I think that death is both a spiritual and physical type of death. And now we get to start seeing the different aspects of wisdom in chapter 10. If we do the things of wisdom, then the ideals of wisdom, then it won't just go good for us, it'll go really good for us. And so there are a lot of common sense nuggets, I think, of truth here in the book of Proverbs. But it's not common sense for everyone because not everyone is following the way of wisdom. Let's read together Proverbs chapter 10. The Proverbs of Solomon. And so we start out here knowing that it is Solomon, probably one of the wisest men to walk the earth. And that's because God gave him wisdom to rule over his people. But not only did he give him wisdom, he also gave him the ability to have everything that he should have asked for when he was granted any wish that he could have. But anyway, Solomon is sharing some of that wisdom with us here today. A wise son makes a glad father, but a foolish son is sorrow to his mother. It's kind of interesting that says that on this day, as it is May 10th and it is Mother's Day. We want to bring gladness to our parents by honoring them. And here we see that we have the ability to make glad with wisdom and showing the wisdom that we have received from them, from the Word, from God, and the work that we can do in this world. It says, treasure gained by wickedness do not profit, but righteousness delivers from death. The Lord does not let the righteous go hungry, but he thwarts the cravings of the wicked. A slack hand causes poverty, but the hand of the diligent makes rich. He who gathers in summer is a prudent son, but he who sleeps in harvest is a son who brings shame. So here we see the ideals of doing what is right in the sight of the Lord. It brings happiness to your parents. And also that if we work, we will be given our reward. But if we slack, it'll cause us to be poor or have poverty. Verse 6 says, blessings are on the head of the righteous, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. The memory of the righteous is a blessing, but the name of the wicked will rot. The wise of heart will receive commandments, but a babbling fool will come to ruin. Whoever walks in integrity walks securely, but he who makes his ways crooked will be found out. So here we see walking in doing the right things. Whoever winks the eye causes trouble, and a babbling fool will come to ruin. The mouth of the righteous is a fountain of life, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. Hatred stirs up strife, but love covers all offenses. On the lips, pardon me, my nose is running. The mouth of the righteous is a fountain of life, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. And so here we see the idea of those who do good and do right are going to be seen and remembered fondly. Those who don't are going to not have that thought. We see that especially in verse 7. Hatred stirs up strife, but love covers all offenses. Isn't it amazing that most arguments are because of some hurt that has happened to somebody, and that causes anger and hatred, and that causes all kinds of strife. But if we love, we can cover all the offenses. Isn't it nice that if you have a kind word to someone who is angry, how that diffuses the situation a little bit? The lips of him who has understanding, wisdom is found, but a rod is for the back of him who lacks sense. And that rod, it could have been a physical rod in these days, but today the rod is often, the opportunity to go through difficult times that we may not have had to go through if we would have had wisdom. The wise lay up knowledge, but the mouth of a fool brings ruin near. A rich man's wealth is his strong city. The poverty of the poor is their ruin. We have a disparity between rich and poor in our country today. A lot of people don't like rich folks, but most of us don't realize that we are fairly rich in this country, even those of us who are poor. We have great advantages and opportunities in this country that aren't in some other countries, so we need to take advantage of that. The wage of the righteous leads to life, the gain of the wicked to sin. Whoever heeds instruction is on the path of life, but he who rejects reproof leads others astray. Pardon me. So here we see that we can be led to life or going to sin. The one who conceals hatred has lying lips, and whoever utters slander is a fool. When words are many, transgressions is not lacking, but whoever restrains his lips is prudent. This always reminds me of one of the wisest men that was ever known. No one knew that he wasn't all that intelligent. He just kept quiet most of the time. And when he did speak, it was words that were very thought out. And here we see this opportunity here. It says, the tongue of the righteous is choice silver. The heart of the wicked is of little worth. The lips of the righteous feed many, but fools die for lack of sense. The blessings of the Lord makes rich, and he adds no sorrow with it. Doing wrong is like a joke to a fool, but wisdom is pleasant to a man of understanding. I remember as a young man, teenager as a matter of fact, that it was always funny to see different things happen, and sometimes it would cause difficulties for others, maybe even that own person self-inflicted something, and that would be a joke. But now, as wisdom has come and years have given us wisdom, that it's not a joke. It's something that we need to overcome in life. What the wicked dreads will come upon him, but the desires of the righteous will be granted. A lot of times we go towards what we think and what we understand. And if we think and understand good things, then a lot of times good things come our way. If we're always worried about everything in life, then those things start to hamper us. It says, when the tempest passes, the wicked is no more, but the righteous is established forever. So here, again, those who are righteous are going to stand firm. Like vinegar to the teeth and smoke to the eye, so is the sluggard to those who send him. And no one wants a sluggard. Whenever you are wanting something done, you want it done properly, correctly. We see that all the time with our service industry, but we also want to know that we're doing everything properly. And a sluggard might do stuff fast, but not properly. It says, the fear of the Lord prolongs life, but the years of the wicked will be short. Here again, the fear of the Lord is brought upon us. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. The fear of the Lord prolongs life in the sense that we will be following the truth in God's word. Now, of course, anyone can be in an accident and die today, but if we have the fear of the Lord within us, we're going to take every precaution. We're going to be wearing the seatbelts. We're going to have the airbags. We're going to have all the things that we know will help save us if we have the fear of the Lord within us. And that's just the wisdom that we have as well, as we've been talking about wisdom. It says, the hope of the righteous brings joys, but the expectation of the wicked will perish. The way of the Lord is a stronghold to the blameless, but destruction to evildoers. I like that. The way of the Lord is a stronghold. We are within the stronghold of God. The righteous will never be removed, but the wicked will not dwell in the land. The mouth of the righteous brings forth wisdom, but the perverse tongue can be cut off. And the lips of the righteous know what is acceptable, but the mouth of the wicked, what is perverse. So the lips of the righteous knows what is acceptable. There are some things you can say, some things you can't say in life, and we need to be sure that we're always telling other people the truth. All right. Well, I enjoyed doing Proverbs chapter 10 with you today. I hope that you gain some nuggets of wisdom and truth, and I hope that you have a very blessed day this day. Goodbye.